Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Today we are doing Equinox readings because today is the Equinox. Very, very powerful turning point, phenomenal astrology happening. It's a major, major turning point. It really, really is. Not just in the Earth's calendar, but astrologically, there, I almost want to say what isn't happening. So we are going to be asking about what this turning point is meaning for you. What is shifting, what is changing, what is turning, what is opening, what's happening, what's coming. All of this kind of stuff is what we are going to be asking about. Beautiful souls, welcome back. If you are returning, it's amazing to be connecting with you. Thank you so, so much for coming back and checking in with the readings again and for being a part of this amazing community. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for checking us out and hopefully becoming a part of this amazing community. So, beautiful souls, we have 3 incredible cards to choose from. We have 3 incredible crystal angels as well. So I'll show them to you in a little more detail, and then in a moment I will also ask the universe and we'll check in and see which pile or piles is recommended for today. So let's do that. Let's have a check-in. We have for pile 1 the card number 21, Devote. And this is sitting with the cherry quartz angel. So that is for pile 1. For pile 2, you have card number 17, Stretch and Expand. And you have the Opalite angel. What a magical energy, wow. Okay, they all are actually really, really quite magical. Not really surprising given the astrology at the moment and the overall energy. Though to be fair, what I will say is if you come to this reading at a later date, then you have obviously been drawn to this kind of energy, this kind of turning point, this change. So, if a reading is showing up for you in 6 months' time or a year's time or 2 weeks' time, then the energy will be right for you. I always think we're drawn to the right reading at the right time. Pile 3, you have card number 40, Look in the Mirror. And this is sitting with the beautiful rose quartz angel. So that is for pile 3. Now, my beautiful souls, I am going to leave the video running for just a little bit longer for anyone who just wants to take that little bit more time. In a moment, I will do the Ask the Universe part of the video as well. I'll put the timestamp for that in the description below, and I'll put it into a comment as well. And I will see you in the readings. If you find you're drawn to more than one, check out more than one. Just trust your intuition, and as I say, if you're feeling like you just want a little bit of help, then tune into the Ask the Universe bit, which will be next on this video. Tons of love, and I will see you in a moment. Welcome everyone to the Ask the Universe part of the reading. This is from my homepage. I've tuned into the homepage of my website, and we're just going to ask which pile. You can use this to find a reading as well, but today we are just asking to choose a pile for us. Wow, gosh, today it's actually all 3. Do you know, in the time that I've been using this sort of Ask the Universe, I think this has only ever happened once before. Mind you, this is a really powerful time. So today the universe is suggesting piles 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the card of Devote, 21. I love this card. And it is interesting with the energy of the cherry quartz angel. I actually dowsed to see which angels to use for these readings and also to see which piles to place them in. Cherry quartz actually is an energy that helps us to overcome hurdles or obstacles and to kind of step up and really move forwards. I feel like there's some kind of a commitment to something, and wow, I mean, it's like this golden pathway ahead. Whatever the turning point is, whatever's moving forwards or happening, I mean, there's an awful lot of stuff being revealed to us at the moment, a lot of stuff coming to the surface, largely so that we can work out how best to proceed. But let's check in and see what your cards are. Oh my goodness me, Dragon Magic. Look at that. Look at that, and look at the way the colours are so similar. Okay, this is, I kind of feel excited. I feel really excited. And look just at the way here, we've got almost like lilies showing up here, and then we've got these lilies, but they're all hearts. Gosh, something is being illuminated for you. Grab your monster by the tail. Okay, I love that card. You have Seek the Ally. Okay. Oh, and that one too. Seek the Ally and leap like you mean it. Ooh, gosh. Grab your monster by the tail. Leap like you mean it. Seek the Ally. I feel like there is quite a strong message coming through here already, just with your oracle cards, which I think is to really get a hold of something and go for it. Literally, I think it connects to some sort of collaboration or some kind of a partnership or working with someone or having somebody walking with you, but really committing to something. Allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to really, literally to really go for it, to dedicate yourself to something, knowing you want to do it. Now, whatever is happening in your world at the moment, at this very powerful turning point, it may be that there is something behind you. It could be a chapter even of procrastination, but that it could be you've got a vision of something you'd like to create. Let's see what else we're shown here, and we'll possibly draw your tarot cards before I say any more as well. You have the Cave. You also have the Queen. Oh my goodness me. Okay. And what else do you have, my dears? You have the Bardo. I feel like there is one more for us here. There it is. The way cards just pop out like this. You have Apocalypse, or Apocalypsis is how it kind of shows up. Apocalypsis. Let's move your cards out and just see where we are. Okay, I think I'm going to draw your tarot cards first, but my goodness me, I do think you are really meant to go for something, like come out of your cave. It's an idea that you've got, or a dream, or a vision. I think you're genuinely being encouraged. No reading will ever tell you what to do, but I do feel you're being encouraged to move something forwards. I am seeing this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I'm also seeing these, but I feel like I'm going to put them to one side. Maybe we'll look at these in a moment. Yeah, I'll just put them over there for a sec. Let's see what we have here first. Six of Swords. Oh, I love this Six of Swords with the turtle energy. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Chariot. You have the Fool. And you now have the Queen of Cups. Isn't that magnificent with this Queen showing up here? Okay, my beautiful souls. This is also to do with trust. This is definitely, I believe, to do with trust and collaboration of some sort. Partnership, friendship, collaboration. There's definitely some element of trust in this. There's something about not going it alone here. Let's really get to this, my beautiful pile ones. Gosh, this is really exciting. Now, I do feel, because you have the Six of Swords and the turtle, I just love this card. An apocalypsis. The turning point is not just about embracing something and going for it. It's either embracing something that you have put to one side because you didn't feel it would work, or it's something you shelved because you have just been too overloaded with other things to be able to focus on it. Or it could also be that you've been through some really, really tough times. You're leaving something behind you. But that's the gist of it, really. There's a really, really magical point of power around you right now. Beautiful souls, if you are watching this as I've uploaded it, I literally did yesterday a collective live reading on YouTube. If you haven't checked it out, it is recorded. You can tune in with it. I drew cards for the collective, really about this equinox turning point. And then alongside me, people were able to draw their own cards. I do these kind of live events, kind of once a month now. So if you want to make sure you never miss either a reading or a live event as soon as I post it, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. As soon as I schedule something, it should come into your stream. Always do check the homepage of the channel and, check out the live events as well as the videos. Now, I literally think there is an extraordinary window of opportunity here. It is as if you're receiving guidance and support to literally overcome something and get going, and also to overcome a feeling of being on your own with something, to move forwards with something, to be able to really dive deep into it. Everything here is really about embracing something, going for it, overcoming any fears or doubts, anything within you that says this can't happen or it won't. This is really about overcoming these things, facing up to these fears, and actually just recognizing that you can overcome these. I just think you're in a place of incredible fertility. And I think your reading and the message is really clear. It's about diving in right now. Now, whatever this is for you, I feel that it could just be a new chapter of your life, potentially, where you've been through a really tough patch or really big difficulties, and therefore this is about embracing life afresh and anew. But whatever this is relating to, whether it's something that you see and want to do already, or it's something that you need to continue with, or that you're starting afresh from, the timing, the window of opportunity, it is as if there are I would venture to say of, your guides, your spirits, but also I kind of feel like I almost want to say the weird and wonderful creatures. Sometimes like a power animal or a totem animal can be like a whale, or it could be a turtle. It could be a wolf. It could be a bee, whatever it is. All sorts of animals are showing up in the reading here. It could be a bird. But it could also be a dragon. It could also be like a phoenix rising, or it could be a unicorn, or it could be, look at that. We have, a dragon just here. She's holding the dragon by the tail. It's like, hold this magical moment. I think that there is almost like otherworldly support available for you at the moment. You may be receiving some really interesting information through your dreams, through even maybe your artwork that's coming through here, through your poetry. But this is a moment when guidance and information and a portal or a window of opportunity is open, and this is tied into, if you're watching it as I'm doing this, it's tied into the equinox, which is where we are at this moment. The energy of the equinox is like a 4-day window. And I would say probably whenever you come to this reading, it is like a 4-day window when you can come out of your cave, own your own sovereignty, dive in, leap at this like you really, really want it and you mean it and you're prepared to go for it. I think it's going to really, really work out. If you've been procrastinating about approaching somebody, I'd be approaching them, seek the ally, because I do feel this connects to not necessarily going it alone. Let's have a look at those extra cards that we had. We have the Two of Swords. This is reminding me of something. Now, I was listening to the very remarkable telepathy tapes, the podcast, and one of the young people was really finding a resonance with, it was Kermit the Frog singing about what it means to be green, which was basically kind of what it means to be different, what it means to be accepted. And that's coming through here. I feel like maybe there's concerns about being accepted, but I think you will be accepted. So if this was reaching out to someone, you'll be accepted. There's a turning point. Yeah, and maybe it's that fear of not being accepted, or of something not coming through, or of something not succeeding that holds you back. But this is saying go for it. The Page of Pentacles is a card of so much promise. I'm also with the octopus thinking many hands make light work. And the Star. And the King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness me. If this is some kind of a project, and you're seeking funding, or you're, and you're wanting to move something forwards, oh my goodness me, dive in at the deep end. Go talk to people. Come out of your cave. Bring forth your idea. There is a pocket of time, a window, when I think you can really reach out. So really absorb yourself in this. And I'd be pulling all the stops out here. Any type of connection, collaboration, I would be pulling all the stops out. And I think whenever you find this reading, I think you're looking at a 4-day window of time to pull all the stops out and just leap like you mean it. Bite the bullet. Grab your monster by the tail, because the monster, in this instance, is probably some sacred creature that's here to assist you. I think this is mind-blowing. Literally, just follow that pathway. Surrender to it. Devote yourself to it. Even if you really think, if I do this, it might never work, just surrender to it and do it anyway. Honestly, it's a 4-day window. I think this is absolutely amazing, and I think it could be life-changing. Really, really life-changing. It's certainly moving you away from a pocket of something that either hasn't felt good, or there's been disbelief or self-doubt, or just life has been challenging. This is something that is worth following. Wow, 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 and tons of more wow. Beautiful souls, I am over the moon for you. Literally, this feels really, really significant. Please keep me posted in the comments. Do give me the thumbs up if this video is resonating with you. If grabbing your monster by the tail is connected to learning the tarot, do please grab your monster by the tail and consider joining my tarot course, which is available at half price at the time of doing this reading. It's on special offer. It's a time-limited offer, and you can pay in 6 monthly installments. So it's really, really accessible, and I would love to be connected with you over there and be walking with you on your tarot journey. So if that's something that interests you, go for it. And if this is, whatever this is, you know, it's kind of got that flavour about it. It's fascinating. It really, really is. Really, really mind-blowing. Wow, wow, and definitely more wow. Tons of love, Pearl One. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So let's find out what this equinox turning point is all about for you. What is happening? Oh my goodness me, the Pendragon sword. Now that is a very dynamic energy, and you have stretch and expand as well. Gosh, look at the way this acrobat with a huge smile is just launching into something. Wow. I wonder if something will be really illuminated as well with this beautiful energy of the of this angel. Let's see what else we're shown for you. You have protect the fledgling. Okay. Oh, you've got another 3. Well, let's go with this. Okay. You have, we might need to move these along a bit. Let's see what we've got. Pendragon sword, protect the fledgling, make space for change, transform your thoughts, inhale permission, exhale relief. Okay. Gosh, look at the way someone is diving into something. This is a really fresh beginning for you in some area of your life. There is a really fresh new beginning. That's what I'm really seeing here. Make space for change. Allow yourself to even, just to blossom. Inhale permission. I kind of almost want to sort of say, why are you holding back? Why do you need permission? Exhale relief, permission to jump, to stretch, to expand, to emerge. Why do you need permission? We have the desert. Let's pop that there. You should be able to position your cards. Yeah, that will work. Okay, we have the desert. What else do we have here? I think it's those three. You have the desert, the mirror. How interesting, because we have the card of look in the mirror, pile 3. Okay, we have the desert, we have the mirror. We have the offering, and we have the sword. And you've got the Pendragon sword here as well. Oh gosh, this is dynamic. Very dynamic. And we've got a fragment of this. I think I might want to draw your tarot cards before we dive in too much further. Okay, let's draw your tarot cards. Let's see what we're shown. I am seeing these 2. Those 3, that one there, that one there. Very interesting the way these cards are really sort of leaning out. We may draw more. I think this one too is coming through. And that one. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, the Hermit. The King of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I think we can get all those in. And then you've also got the 2 of Swords, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. Gosh, okay. We'll come back to these in a moment. Now, I think this is about making a very, very clear choice and a decision, especially with the sword showing up and the Pendragon sword. A very, very clear decision to... maybe it's a difficult decision, with the desert and the 5 of Pentacles. I almost feel like it's like staying in a place of lack, or maybe even a place where you're sort of protecting yourself when maybe you need permission to launch or to leap or to make space for change. It is as if transform your thoughts. I feel that the energy, this is what I think I'm being shown here, right now is offering you a very clear opportunity to either rise above something, move beyond something. Now, they say elephants never forget, and in the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, we have elephants. To move beyond something, to take a different perspective. I think something is holding you back. It could be a mindset. It could be that feeling of staying in a safe zone, looking after yourself, protecting yourself, when really everything is unfolding for you. I feel like you could, if you were to launch somehow, inhale permission, exhale relief. I think there's something about letting go of something here, actually. And because we have the stretch and expand card, I do feel it may well be something. The letting go could well be something in your head. Transform your thoughts. It could be a belief system. It could be something that says, I don't have enough resources, or feeling as though you don't have the time or the energy, or feeling as though you don't have the right guidance, or feeling as though, or maybe you're feeling very protective of it. You don't want to birth it into the world or let go of it, somehow. That there's something here about not holding back at this time. Give yourself permission. You know, the mirror is a card of self-reflection. You know, looking at ourselves, sometimes recognizing the things within us that are literally the beliefs within us. Let me just make sure that's focused for you. What other cards did we have? You see, we have the Two of Swords, and we have, you know, a frog here, sort of clinging to, fearful of leaping. I think this is saying take the leap. You also have the card of the Empress, which is a card of such fertility. It's almost as though something is dormant that could really flourish if you were to take the leap and run with it. You have the Knight of Swords, and we see a sturgeon also leaping. And, you know, we just see the one sword. This is about making a clear decision and going for it. Things can move forwards. And the Four of Pentacles is a really interesting energy in your reading, because the Four of Pentacles asks us sometimes not to cling to something or to hold. It asks us to not hold on to something that feels safe. You know, be prepared to invest. It also sort of says you do have the energy. You do have the resources. Don't be afraid to commit to something. It's got that kind of flavour about it. It can indicate somebody who's doing quite well. They're sitting on some money, but they don't want to invest it further because they're fearful of, you know, will the investment work out, kind of thing. That's the sort of flavour of this. But with all these little rabbits of fertility, I think this is asking you or suggesting. No reading will ever tell you what to do. You know, the Pendragon sword is also a real point of power, where you can really make stuff happen with ease. You can manifest with ease. I feel that what we're being shown here in this window of opportunity at this time of the equinox is that it's sort of like make a decision to really go for it. I think remove self-doubt, to let go of, to let go of any fears that you won't have enough to make this happen, or that you won't have the resources or the time or the energy or the imagination, or the right people won't come. Somehow, and I think perhaps central to this is to do with thoughts, your own thoughts. Transform your thoughts. In some ways, this is a sort of a call to action. It almost acknowledges that there is a higher purpose with the offering. It's a very profound card that kind of says, you know, this is a moment where, a bit like the Pendragon sword, that moment when the young King Arthur pulls it out of the stone. It's that turning point. And I do feel your reading is suggesting, and I did think with this angel that maybe the things would be illuminated for you. I think this is sort of suggesting to you that there will absolutely, there will be enough time, energy, money, resources, whatever it is that you need to move forwards. I think there is a fear of sort of stepping out of a safe zone or investing in something, maybe for fear of not having enough, that kind of thing. But everything here is suggesting, especially with the Two of Pentacles here, that you will actually get what you need. What you need will come to you. Elephants never forget. Maybe you're holding on to something in your mind that says this won't happen, and yet the Two of Cups is a heavenly connection. If for some reason you're coming to this and in your world at the moment, the big decision around you is connected not so much to a project or something like that, but to a relationship, to love, I would suggest diving in. I think, to be honest with you, as I said, no reading will tell you what to do. It's up to you. You know, we have conscious free will and choice. But it certainly suggests that this would have a fruitful outcome. And the Two of Cups is a wonderful new beginning. Maybe if you'd had a falling out with somebody, this could be like, you know, don't bear a grudge. Don't hold on to that. Protect the fledgling. I think it's also really okay to nurture yourself. Inhale permission, exhale relief. Let this emerge and unfold. Allow yourself to expand, to stretch, to almost like allow yourself to discover. This is reminding me of like an exercise I used to do with my in my counselling world, if I put my therapy hat on, where we used to draw it was sort of working with stress basically, and we would draw like a little circle in the middle that would be like let's say that's your safe zone. And then the next circle outside would be your stretch zone. And then the next circle outside of that would be your stress zone. So there's a point when stretch becomes stress. And we used to draw a line through the middle. It's quite a useful exercise to do. And kind of think about where somebody was on that line. And of course it changes. Where you need to be changes. Because if you've got loads of stuff going on in your life, then actually, like if there's, just tons and tons of stuff happening, then being in the safe zone is probably where you need to be, because you might not have the resources or the energy, the personal energy, to be able to be further. If everything's running well in your life, the best place to be is in the stretch zone, because you're stretched, you're expanding, you're growing. If loads of stuff happens, maybe you need to move into the safe zone for a little while to look after yourself because you've got a lot to navigate. The place you don't want to be is the stress zone. Sometimes we put ourselves in that in anticipation of not having enough. We can sort of almost move ourselves into the stress zone when we don't need to, just because our perception is such that we're worrying constantly about things. But it sort of reminds me of that exercise. And I kind of feel this is almost like your spirit team saying to you, well, hey, your safe zone isn't where you need to be at the moment with something in your life. Your stress zone wouldn't be the right place to be either, but your stretch zone would be the perfect habitat for you, the perfect energetic habitat for you. That's what I want to say. And it's kind of saying, look, make a choice. You have a choice. It's up to you. But there is a bigger picture going on here at the moment, and this is suggesting that the stretch zone is the right place for you at this moment in time. That's what I feel we're being shown. And that will relate to something that can expand in your life, whatever that may be, whether that's a work thing, a project, a relationship, a connection. But it really is suggesting not staying in the safe zone at this time, or that you would be better in the stretch zone. The stretch zone would be a healthy place to be. It's that kind of energy. Wow. These readings are mind-blowing, and because this is an equinox reading, this would suggest that there is like a 4-day window in which there is real opportunity to make some sort of choice around this. And that 4-day window, I think, will be around you whenever you find this reading. My beautiful pile too is, if this is resonating, do please give me the thumbs up. Keep me posted in the comments. I love to hear what's going on in your world. If moving into the stretch zone involves tarot reading, do consider jumping on board my tarot course, which is currently half price at the time of doing this reading. It's a time-limited offer, but you can also now buy in 6 monthly installments, and that's still at the half price. So it's really, really affordable, and it's amazing. Thank you so much, all of you who've been jumping on board. I am so thrilled and honoured to be connecting with you on your tarot journey. It's just mind-blowing. So thank you so much, and beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have card number 40, Look in the Mirror, and the beautiful rose quartz angel. Let's check out your tarot cards and your oracle cards for today and find out about this incredible turning point. What is it meaning for you? Gosh, you have angel song. Look at this beautiful pathway through the woods being lit up. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. What else are we being shown? What are we being shown? You have Grow Wild. Look at the woodland again. We've kind of got a real nature theme going on here. You've got woodland here. Grow Wild, 21. Okay, how interesting. We have Embrace Self-Compassion. Okay. Does feel like a lot of nature energy as well with this deer here, and here we have like a deer, a stag, but with a person's head, a human head. And then you have guardian, garden the heart. Okay, What else do we have? I feel like there might be one more from this deck for you. It may not be. Yeah, there it is. I thought there was. Abracadabra. Ah, okay. Look at that lighthouse. Look at the pathway being lit. Look at the way being cleared here. It's almost as though the woods have parted. And the same here. We've actually got like an opening of some sort. Embrace self-compassion. But I'm seeing like almost like a cliff opening here. What is this about? This is ever so, well, I just want to say almost intriguing, actually, my beautiful souls. You have the fault line. Okay. I'm hearing something had to give. Okay. Something, maybe there's been a parting of the ways here with these things parting and opening. What's this about? What is happening at this turning point? You have the lovers, or the lover. Okay. You have the bridge. Ooh, this is actually really, really exciting. Okay, what else do we have? There it is. You have Eros. Oh my goodness me. Right. Okay. Let's position your cards so that you can hopefully see them all. Wow, this is very, very exciting. I think this may be a bit of a relationship reading for some of you, genuinely. Or if it's not a relationship to someone, it's a relationship to either a place or a circumstance. It could well be to a somebody. There's a strong relationship connection. It's either, and this is somebody who mirrors your soul. So this is either somebody, another human, or gosh, for some of you, it could be an animal brother or sister, or it could be a location. Abracadabra, something really magical. I actually think someone, or, yeah, a soulmate connection, a soul connection to to someone or a place is on its way. I think the pathway is being opened up for you. And possibly quite suddenly, you know, like something cracks open or breaks, or maybe something has even broken because it needed to break in order for the pathway to be opened for you. Something has been broken open to clear the way, to guide you with the lighthouse. And what you're being guided to is this connection, this union, this mirror, this soulmate connection. Wow. Let's draw your tarot cards before I say any more. But this feels for me like a relationship reading. But as I said, it could be not. It could be a human being. It could be the love of your life. But it might be a different kind of connection. But my goodness me, it feels like it's got that sort of like karmic kind of element to it. I'm seeing these two. There, this one. I do think this one too. We'll draw some more in a moment. Let's see what we have initially. You have the Seven of Swords. But look at the way these big cats are walking towards each other, meeting. It's like, again, there's a mirror. There is a mirror. You have the Fool. You have the Six of Cups. You have the Tower. You have the Four of Swords. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I get the impression that something that is coming is something you possibly have waited for with the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Almost like you've been either searching or, let me just put those there. Searching or waiting for it, because it's underground. Look at them underground here, in both the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. This could even be like a secret, a secret desire, something you've wanted that you have kept underground, you've kept it in your heart, you've gardened it in your heart. And I think it's about to, like a light bulb, but in a balloon, it's about to arrive. The pathway's being illuminated. This could be your connection to something. There's definitely a soul connection. I mean, the bond, I think, is phenomenal. I think it's coming. It's coming together. You've possibly dreamed of it. You may have almost been working to meditate it into existence. You may even have been, if it's something, like a buying of something, a location, a house, or a beautiful creature, you could have been working, saving up money in order to be in a position where you could do this. But abracadabra, I think the magic wand is about to be waved. The tower moment is coming. Now, I'm curious about the tower. It's life-changing. But it feels, again, with the fault line, as if maybe it just comes very suddenly. Grow wild. Embrace self-compassion. Garden the heart. Maybe this is telling you that it is going to come quite suddenly. It could even as well come at a time when you've been feeling like it can't. You know, sometimes, and I've come across this actually in a few situations where with people who've told me their stories where, like, for example, with love, for example, they reached a point where honestly they just said, you know, I give up on this. It's not going to happen. It's not in the cards for me. And then suddenly the love of their life appears out of the blue. And yet for years and years and years, they were almost like searching but didn't find that person. There's a loyalty coming in here. There's something very magical. I am going to ask a bit more information, though, about the tower. I really want to know a little bit more about this energy. May we kindly ask for more information about the tower, please? Okay, these and the one on the base coming too. So you have the Magician. You have the Two of Swords. And then you have the King of Swords. Maybe this involves a decision. It's certainly a new beginning. We've got the Fool and we've got birch trees here. I think this is a new beginning that you didn't see coming. Sometimes the Two of Swords is a card where somebody is depicted with a blindfold on them. And sometimes it really does highlight that you just didn't see it coming. Even though you've been trying to manifest it, or you've wanted to manifest it, or you've dreamed of it, you've nurtured it, privately, even secretly. But maybe you didn't really believe it was going to happen. And I think it does. Almost like literally. I think it could well be. With the card of the Tower, which is what I was asking about, I think it is literally something that happens suddenly. You didn't see it coming. So it could be very imminent, because we're asking, what is the turning point of the equinox bringing? What's going to happen? What's going to emerge? What's going to arrive? What's going to shift? And this is a connection to someone or something, or a place, you know, whatever that may be, or a creature. This is really, really exciting. Really, really exciting. Do you know, for some of you, it could even be a return to something that broke with the fault line or the tower. If any of you have had, if a relationship broke down, or you had to move away from something, because sometimes, you know, we're seeing this pathway lit up, but it's in the darkness of the woods. Maybe you've been in a place, it is a bit the same, where you feel like, well, this isn't on the cards for me. Almost as if something got put down or dismissed, or you accepted that it wasn't going to come, but actually it is. And maybe the universe has been working, you know, behind the scenes for you as well to make this possible. I sort of almost want to just draw more cards and get a sneaky peek into where this is going for you. I think the messages are really, really clear. It is that connection to something. You have the Queen of Cups. Gosh, you're going to be able to dive in, I think. This is super, super fab. Okay, Queen of Cups. You have The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, something will come to fruition. Something's going to happen, to work its way through, to arrive, to be. I think it is something you've worked at manifesting, or you've wanted to manifest. Maybe you really did, Eight of Swords. Maybe you really did get to a point where you just didn't believe it was ever, you would ever see it with the Eight of Swords. And yet, Page of Pentacles, I think it's been there. The promise of this was there, was always there. I think maybe some of you have lost sight of it for a while, but I think it's coming. I absolutely do, and I think that's the shift we're being shown. I feel we've got at least a space for one more card here, and we're being shown justice. This is timing. Maybe you've gone without for long enough, or you've, with this card, with the angel song, it kind of acknowledges that you have, even if you felt like you had lost something, that it's going to come back to you. It's almost like karmically. I feel this is a karma card, actually, in this position, that karmically, it's like things are coming back into balance, and whereas I think you've maybe had to wait, you've had to work for something, you've had to keep this dream under wraps, or just carry on. Maybe something broke down, but I feel this is the time. This is the time when justice is served, and I think something's coming to you that you have wanted. If you've been struggling to, find a location to be in, even to buy your first property or something. Maybe you've been saving like nobody's business. This is a dream where you have a relationship to something or someone that I feel like that dream is coming true. That's what I feel we're seeing here. Page of Swords. Wow. The stoat and the weasel. I think this is a stoat. I'm not sure if it's a stoat or a weasel. But this is a really interesting energy because the pages have such a youthful kind of energy. This is also like you get a light bulb moment energy. That light bulb moment, that moment of maybe even realization. Gosh, now you see, I just want to draw more cards and find out more about this. Your reading seems to me to be full of intrigue after intrigue. It's like I ask for something and I get some information that I think I'm seeing correctly. I hope I am. You'll know if it's resonating with you. And then I kind of think, I'll draw a few more. And then I get another question. What is the Page of Swords about? And we asked about the Tower. I think that was clear. What about the Page of Swords? May I kindly ask about the Page of Swords? You got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. This is something that you've had in your mind. I think I would venture to say this is something you have had both in your heart and your mind. Like an idea or a dream or something or somewhere or someone or whatever it was. And I think with the Knight of Pentacles, the harvest is about to come in. And I think that's what's happening with this turning point. I'm guessing, I know timing is always tricky in a reading, but I'm guessing this is probably indicating something relatively soon, because that's the nature of an equinox reading. Even if you're coming to this in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 10 weeks or 2 years, there's a 4-day window of energy around the equinox. So I would think like a 4-day window of energy where you might see some sort of breakthrough in something that really highlights something or demonstrates something, or that shows you that something is coming to you. Wow, I'm blown away, actually, by all these readings. I am absolutely blown away by them all. Pile 3, do keep me posted in the comments. I love to read, and if this is resonating with you, don't forget to, like, share, subscribe, and all the things that you do. Subscribe and press the little bell icon. That way you should never miss a reading. And also, dear ones, literally, if you're watching this as I've uploaded it yesterday, I did a live event here on YouTube. The recording of it is there. It was a collective reading, and you can watch the recording and draw your own cards alongside it. I do those once a month, so if you're interested in coming and reading cards with me, with a whole group of us, where we really tune into the energy, it's usually around the new moon, tune into the energy of the new moon and draw cards together. You are really, really, really so welcome. I would love to see you there. So subscribe, press the little bell icon. Check out the live events as well on the homepage of the Moon Magic Weekly Tarot channel. But if you're subscribed, hopefully, as soon as I post it and schedule it, you'll know about it. And beautiful souls, I'm blown away. And if the relationship or the love of your life is something to do with a career pathway and you want to learn to read the tarot cards, do check out my tarot course. It is half price right here and right now, including a 6-month payment option, which is also at half price. So it's a really accessible. I'm just waffling away here. I will stop waffling. I think I'm so blown away by your energy. It's mind blowing. And I am truly, honestly, pile 3, so thrilled for you. So I will shut up and leave you to it. I wish you every blessing in whatever this is as it arrives. And just, yeah, do keep me posted if you feel able to. Tons of love, pile 3.